Alrighty. Now, let's see who's in here. Hello.
Hey, this way. You're a human. What are you doing here?
No shit.
How? But it's the prince. Look out! Up there!
Thanks for the help, guys.
You there! Help us!
I did help you.
Keep it down. There are still patrols around. We're looking for the king. Where is he?
He's dead. You can't stay here, Prince. The city's not safe. Get us out of here, please! They might send us to their camps at any time.
Go on. The way is clear. Hurry up and get to the support pillar in the north. There's a passageway there. Once you're outside, go east to the cliff. That's where the survivors have their camp.
All right, but what do we do if we come across a patrol?
We can't go with you guys, but I'll give you some tips on how to get out of this. To start with, don't bunch up. Send a scout out front and keep someone in back to watch behind you. And above all, make sure you stay quiet. The living dead aren't particularly watchful. If you stay in the shadows and you're careful, you'll be okay.
Thank you, mercenary.
Yeah, damn it. I have a name. Stop calling me mercenary.
I've got one last piece of advice. People always think about being brave. Fuck that. Be scared and stay vigilant. If you start losing it, use your anger and don't panic. You'll know what to do.
Thanks again. And see you later, I hope.
What do I? Hopefully they survived. I'm not sure.
How can I help you, mercenary?
So your father is dead, but
I'll be going now.
I guess I can't ask about that. How do I go further up? Hmm. Hate gonna waste potions like this. I wasn't sure if the potion took, because sometimes your input prompt does not register for some reason. So sometimes you get to double click just to make sure you did actually take a potion, and that wastes 2 potions, which is rather annoying. Alright, we'll switch to the poison gear. Go full poison too. Uh, 8% poison, 10% poison, even better. And I guess I can't take poison here, so I'll take the resistance. 4% unless there is something better, which I don't think so. Yep, cool. Well, that's not bad. Cool. So now how much resistance do I have? Can I see in total somewhere? Range area amateur. I need to raise that. %35% resistant to poison. Not bad. Yeah. Wish I could see, but aha. There we go. Morning Star. Don't really like Morning Stars. So recycle it. Anything else? No. Don't see anything. Of course, I left my guard at the moment to use that. Ouch. This camera is really bad. Yeah. Why am I focusing so much on poison resist? There are some huge guys among the undead that have poison. That's why. I thought it was a good idea to have two sets, one with magic resist and one with poison resist, depending on the enemy. Switch between them. I think he saw me. Yeah, he saw me. have no idea where I'm going. Alright, let's see. I guess I'm going to the commoner's quarters. I should be going that way. That was some good loot. Also, hi, Zuge. How do I... Oh, we found the library. Cool. And I'm broken, but... Can't go that way. How are you? Where the hell is this? I hear it, but I don't see it anywhere. Aha! Well, that's different. Looks different anyway. Royal Guard's helm. No one cares about helms. Alright, I need to go... I think this way. Whoa. I should perhaps focusing on ice resistance too. I don't see anything. Camera in this game. It's kinda Final Fantasy 15 with scrappiness. Okay, let's switch weapons because you can't actually parry really well with the knives. You can't parry at all. Okay, that did nothing. Ouch. What was smacking me around? Oh, come on! Really? That hit me. I'm well, I just started my second semester at college, so that's exciting. Oh, that's cool. What are you studying? Alright, don't get hit. If at all possible. Yep. I thought that wouldn't hit me. This camera is really bad. thought the king was dead. Yeah, the game is not fantastic gameplay wise. It's kinda junky. Certainly the Technomancer was much improved. Hopefully their next game will be even better. Some sort of engineering, probably robotics. Wow, okay. That sounds hard. A good job as far as finding a job to actually, you know, have after college, but
What is this thing?
that doesn't sound easy.
I don't know, but it doesn't look right.
Son, my boy, can it be you?
Well, that guy has seen better days.
By all the gods. Father, it cannot be.
Do not look upon me. I am so sorry. Do not stay here. Take the crown and leave this place.
Oh, Father, but what have they done to you?
I surrendered. Lord Blackfrost told me that he was slain. That Marshal Winter's army had left no survivors at Bastion. I had not the strength to even raise my sword. And so he changed us, remade us, the other nobles and I, and all those who had taken refuge in the palace. He wanted me to witness our end, so that I would live without defeat and muse of your death for eternity. But you are alive. You live. Your mother and I are so relieved to know you live.
Mother? But how can I release you from this curse?
My son, if you only knew how sorry we are. You cannot save us. We are condemned to this abomination. You must slay us. The others, the Queen, the Count, all of these people. I feel their suffering. Hear their screams within me. Put an end to it, I beg you. Free us that our souls may be with you.
Sire, I can take care of this, if you want me to.
For pity, my boy. Whatever you decide. Take the crown.
That was very Bloodborne-y.
And you put an end to his suffering. In every way, I think you did what was best.
I know. And I shall have the crown, and all that it represents. But I shall never wear it with dignity until I have reconquered my kingdom and slain this Ice Lord.
We have to get back to the camp before the Deadwalkers come for us. The death of one of the Liches is bound to have gotten their attention.
I will come soon. I must first perform a ritual to free my father's soul from this unholy carcass so that it may stay with me.
I'll wait outside.
Okay. I think I should also switch to ice. Resistant wise. That's what they seem to be Very vulnerable. Well, actually, that's what they seem to be using. I'll leave that for now. We'll see. Go back to the elf camp. Gonna leave the prince alone. Doesn't seem like a great idea.
I need to be alone for a time.
Okay, fine.
I'll meet up with you in the camp.
If the undead kill you, don't come back to whine to me. I guess that's the place where we can get Sybil and get her to this library for her quest. Of course. Let's not fight everything. My neighbor is playing the Amelie song, the piano. I think that might... Does that come through the microphone? I might have to stop actually. For now. Yeah, it's really loud. I'm pretty sure that comes through. I guess I'll go to the village and then end this there. You can't hear it at all, really? Not even when I'm talking? I can't hear anything except you in the game. Well, alright then. I thought it would be coming through, but apparently not. Hello. Hopefully the villagers actually made it back too.
What is it, Vulcan?
I wanted to ask you. The Blades who were in the city.
Nothing new there. Nope.
Generally, the Ice Lords.
We're just there, so apparently
Let's change
either I
the
didn't
subject.
find them or I don't know.
I have to go.
Mercenary, it is well that you are returned. A creature that seemed like a dead thing came. It claimed you had sent it.
Yeah, he's a potential ally. Don't worry about it.
I fear I attacked him, and arrested him. He tried to talk to me, but I felt safer with it under guard, considering his face.
Where is he now?
He is with the Red Scribes.
Perfect.
I think the Red Scribes are this way. Oh, there we go.
Mathras, do you have a moment?
My dear, I have all of eternity.
Who are you exactly?
I am Mathras. Immortal and unique.
Right. So why aren't you out there hanging out with your Deadwalker friends?
First of all, I don't have any pals. I'm a little too old for that. Secondly, I find your implication that I'm associated with them most unpleasant. I have nothing in common with those dead things. I've been around for over 6,000 years, and I'm still very much alive, thank you. I admit this body is looking a little worn.
6,000 years old. Hey, you don't look a day over 250.
You flatterer. I did, however, lose a toe this morning. Nonetheless, these dead walkers are simply corpses as they're animated by magic. Whereas I am an immortal spirit who changes bodies when they wear out. There's absolutely no similarity.
Are the bodies inhabited?
But that's awful. You steal bodies?
Alas, voluntary donations are hard to come by. If you hear of any, do let me know. I'm on the lookout. But if it reassures your delicate sensibilities, I generally choose dead bodies.
Let's face it, I would do the same, so hard to judge someone for that.
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you come to Carolthas?
Why not? There's one thing you should know about eternity. It can be rather dull. So I do my very best to be in the right place at the right time. The place where it's the most fun.
Fun. You think this is fun?
Well, distracting then, if you prefer. What do you expect? I'm just so bored. The End of the World is a show I wouldn't want to miss.
What do you know about the Deadwalkers?
Apart from the fact that they're an incongruous mass of corpses with appalling bad taste that are animated through the use of magic, nothing. I can tell you that the power necessary for their creation and to keep them working is far beyond the magical abilities of any of your contemporaries. And since it's obvious they're incapable of any decision-making or strategy, they are clearly being controlled from a distance. All of which suggests the Ice Lords who are controlling these things are rather powerful. Something, I grant you, quite difficult to believe when one saw them start out at the same pitiful level of incompetence as their brothers, the Red Scribes.
What do you mean their brothers, the Red Scribes? Were they Red Scribes before?
In 6,000 years, have you ever seen a situation as desperate as this one?
Honestly? Well, no. You are, as you might put it, fucked. Or at least the mortals seem to be. But you carry something within you that may modify things somewhat. And it is this seemingly insignificant detail, this flap of a butterfly's wing, which may eventually change the apparently manifest destiny of the world as you know it. This demon, as you call it, has never before walked the earth. Neither he, neither it, nor any other of its kind. If they had, I would know of it, believe me. Consequently, and in spite of the evident futility of such a sentiment, there may be grounds for you to feel a slight glimmer of hope. That is, of course, if it is your desire to avert disaster.
Well, that's comforting. What happened to the Elven King?
I think he was simply lacking in strength of will and determination. They transformed him into an arch-lich. It's a particularly delicate and extremely dangerous magical process that could only be performed by an Ice Lord. It can only be performed on an elf, and then only one who is desperate to live.
How so?
Elves have many flaws, but most of them do have a very profound sense of duty. If an elf believes he is going to be tortured to make him reveal the secrets of his people, for example, he can literally will himself to die. It would seem that this king was desperate to continue living at any price, rather than dying with honor. That is what allowed them to turn him into an arch-lich.
Really? We didn't get that sense from our conversation.
Do you have any idea about what I am becoming?
In all my long lives, I've never seen your like. Even the term demon seems to be designed to cause confusion. I have seen real demons when I lived as a war drum player amongst the dwarves.
Dwarves are just legend. You're yanking my chain.
It would be churlish to mock someone when it is so easy. Thus the dwarves did exist, and I was once one of them. They used to use these little creatures, barely the size of toddlers, in their enormous forges. They were little red creatures with tiny horns and a wicked air about them. You see, they were able to survive in the flames. The dwarves called them demons. You look a little like one of them, only much bigger. And you have an even more pronounced affinity with fire. I'm reserving judgment about the wicked attitude. I believe this affinity with flames is no coincidence. You are clearly a response, a weapon, and your purpose is to face the Ice Lords. It is entirely possible that you are the fruit of an attempt to rebalance the forces of nature. Alas, I have no idea which entity is behind all of this.
The dialogue in this game is kind of hilarious a lot of the time. Well, you have to consider this game as the equivalent of a B-movie, which I hope they embrace, because if they are trying for a serious tone, it fails hard. But it's an enjoyable game to go through, so for now I don't have an issue with it. The story is just kinda there, so are the characters, which are kinda two-dimensional.
How are things with Sybil?
What a charming young girl. Her hunger for knowledge reminds me of myself in the distant past, when I was young and still living in my first body. I imagine that if I still felt any physical desires, I would happily give her a good few hours of one-on-one experimental physical training. And it seems to me that she's rather more interested in getting your attention. At any rate, she is by far the most interesting red scribe I've met in the past 300 years. Though I fear that may not be much of a compliment, given their legendary incompetence.
Talk to you later.
Alright.